Jupiter has not only 4 very large satellites around it, but also has a great influence. So it is called the mini-solar system. In particular, unlike the Sun and other planets, Jupiter and its 4 major satellites are very close together, so you can see unusual phenomena. Europa, which appears to have an ocean inside Iona, the most volcanic celestial body in the solar system, is typical. On the other hand, although Ganymede is the largest satellite in the solar system, it is relatively out of the spotlight due to Europa. Jupiter's satellite exploration is focused on Europa, where life is likely. However, an international team of scientists who analyzed data from the James Webb Space Telescope found an interesting fact about Ganymede. That's the fact that there's hydrogen peroxide. Light absorption by hydrogen peroxide was detected in the atmosphere of Jupiter's satellite Ganymede. In Jupiter's other satellite Io, volcanic eruptions have been detected to prove the existence of sulfur monoxide. Ganymede's observation report was prepared by Cornell University in the United States. The university's astronomical research team analyzed Ganymede observation data from the James Webb Space Telescope, which began exploration in July last year, and identified traces of hydrogen peroxide in the polar atmosphere. In fact, it's theoretically already predicted. Jupiter is far from the Sun, but it has a magnetic field thousands of times as powerful as Earth, which can change the surface material of a satellite. The ice in the water on the surface turns into ozone, hydrogen peroxide, or oxygen. However, until now, it has been difficult to actually observe this. A research team official said, the near-infrared spectroscope of the James Webb Telescope detected the process of light being absorbed by hydrogen peroxide at the Ganymede pole. Hydrogen peroxide is used in sterilization and bleaching on Earth, and it is said that it is also found in Ganymede. The research team speculated that hydrogen peroxide in the Ganymede atmosphere was the interaction between Jupiter and charged particles around Ganymede and the ice covering Ganymede. This means that Ganymede's magnetic field acts the same way on particles from Jupiter's magnetosphere, just like the aurora, where the Sun's charged particles are induced to a high degree by the Earth's magnetic field. In particular, the research team explained that particles not only make an aurora in Ganymede, but also affect the surface of ice. The James Webb Space Telescope observed the distribution of hydrogen peroxide on the surface of Ganymede at a wavelength of 3.5 micrometers. The results confirmed that hydrogen peroxide was concentrated not in the whole of Ganymede, but in the high-altitude region, while oxygen was concentrated on the other side of the low-altitude region. In Europa, hydrogen peroxide is the opposite of what's usually near the equator. The observation report of Jupiter's satellite Io was written by UC Berkeley. It included a survey on the relationship between volcanic activity in Io and sulfur monoxide. Io's photo, taken by the James Webb Space Telescope, vividly shows the bright light emitted by the famous volcano Rocky Patera and the lava flow named Kanehekili Fluctus. Io is the only solar satellite that has active volcanic activity due to tidal heating caused by Jupiter's strong gravity. A UC Berkeley research team official said, the eruption of Rocky Patera and the clear detection of lava Kanehekili flux are related to sulfur monoxide. When the research team observed Io about 20 years ago, it detected a thin sulfur monoxide overall. However, it was not enough to link this to Io's volcanic activity. The research team, which thought that the only place where Io's sulfur monoxide could be detected, used the James Webb Space Telescope. It was possible to identify sulfur monoxide that was insignificant enough to emit light of a specific wavelength in a thin atmosphere. A research team official said, the old hypothesis that sulfur monoxide erupts from volcanic craters in Io, which has a crater temperature of about 1,200 degrees Celsius, was proved by the James Webb Space Telescope. Adding, this is the first time to confirm the distribution and structure of sulfur monoxide spread in Io's atmosphere. Launched on Christmas Day in 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope is optimized for astronomical observations using infrared and near-infrared wavelengths. It boasts high performance enough to look into galaxies more than 10 million light-years away. Jupiter's 4 major satellites appear to be affected by different locations because they pass through Jupiter's huge magnetic field. This is a phenomenon that is hard to see in the solar system, unless it is in the Jupiter sphere. It's a study that makes you wonder, what's going to happen on a gas planet larger than Jupiter in space?